so that we have it. Okay, so we're on now, and then I'm going to share my slides. Share. Okay. So, welcome. And here we are. This is, it should be session 5, not session 3. First error. Let that one go, please, because this is session 5 in this series. And I thought we would do some work around asking questions and finding out more, using questions to find out more about skills and experiences. So we will do that, Lubna. But first of all, just to remind us from last time, can you remember this task from last week, Lubna?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you put the verb? You can see the verb here. Can you put the correct form for this verb and just read this line here?
Okay.
Thank you.
I develop. I developed my skills in computer
Mm.
program. I worked well with the other engineering and teamwork
Yeah.
and interior teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
I shared ideas clearly with Kamar,
Co-workers, that is.
Kamar.
Co-workers means people that you work with.
Okay, and managers.
Lovely. And the last one?
I organized my tasks and finished projects and on schedule.
Lovely. Okay, thank you. So
You're
very nice. Finished. Very lovely pronunciation. Developed. Very lovely pronunciation. You just need to look out for these two. Okay. This is I worked. This also has that T sound.
work
Yeah. And I organized. Organized.
organized. Okay.
That's lovely. Yeah. I organized my tasks and finished projects on schedule. Good.
Okay.
Okay. So we will move on from last time to just think a little bit about questions. Okay. So, Lubna, here is a sentence. And in
Uh,
this sentence, there are 3 words. Okay. 3 words. And one of them is the verb. Which word is the verb?
verb was crying.
What? Just was. Just was is the
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Was, it's the verb to be. Okay.
To,
So can you, for me, make a question of this sentence without adding any words? Without adding any words, can you make a question?
okay, just a minute. Um,
Just 3 words.
3 words. Make a questions. This sentence.
So you just need to rearrange the words to make a question.
Okay. Mm,
Muhammad was crying. If you wanted to ask a question about Muhammad, how would you change the words round?
um, wasn't it? No, no, no.
I think you're right.
Mm.
Follow that. Was,
Was crying.
but in the middle you need.
Was Muhammad crying?
Yeah. Was Muhammad crying? Okay,
Yeah.
the question. Okay. All you have to do is take the verb and put it first. Was
Yeah.
Muhammad crying? Okay.
So,
Now, often with questions, you also have question words to help you be more focused in the question you ask, okay? So there's
Okay.
lots of question words which are about different things. You know these words, I'm sure. When is all, oops, sorry. When is all about time. Where is all about place. What is about information. Who is about people. Why is about reasons for things. Which is about more specific information, and how is about the state of things. Could be or quantity, how many, for example, or quality, how good, for example. So you can add these words as well to make your question more specific. So let's go back. We've made a question with by just changing the order of the words here. Now, can you make another question by adding one of these
Yeah.
question words? Yeah.
Mm. Why Muhammad crying?
Why was Muhammad crying? So you still need the verb. Okay. Why was Muhammad crying? Okay, let me see what one. Yeah, that's the one I had. Yeah. Why was Muhammad crying? Okay, you're
What's
asking
a
for more
change?
information.
What's a change يعني on to watch?
The change is just to make it more because you're asking for the reason. So if we just have this one, was Muhammad crying? I'd answer yes or no.
Yeah,
Yeah, yes. But if you ask, why
on
was
this.
Muhammad crying? Why was Muhammad crying? Because his sister took his toy. Yeah, something like that. Okay.
Yeah,
You could have also, uh, when was Muhammad crying? Muhammad was crying in the afternoon. Where was Muhammad crying? Muhammad was crying in the living room. Okay. So these different question words make for different questions. Okay. So with the
okay,
verb to be, it's quite simple. You just change the order and then you put your question word on the front. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, yeah, okay, it's clear.
Good. Okay. Now, I'm glad it's clear with this one. With other verbs, it sometimes is not so clear. It's a bit more difficult. Okay. So here's
Okay.
another sentence using a different verb. Which word is the verb here, Lubna?
Mm. Both.
Bought. Exactly. It's the verb to buy, and it's
Both.
to buy is the verb, and this is the past simple form. It's irregular. Yeah, irregular
Yeah,
verb in the
yeah,
past
yeah.
simple. Mustafa bought some flour. Okay, now to make this a question, can you make this into a question for us, Lubna?
What's Mustafa both?
Okay, so you're using a question word. So before we get to the question word, can you make a question in the same way as we made a question here? Okay, by
Okay,
using the verb, just using the verb. So with with other verbs, you need to use an auxiliary verb, which is the verb to do. So you use an auxiliary verb. Let's ask Fozia this one. Fozia, can you form a question by just using the auxiliary verb to do in the past tense?
Uh, did Mustafa buy some flour?
Lovely. Fozia, fantastic. Did Mustafa buy some flour? Okay, so Lubna, can you see what's happened to the verb here in this sentence? So you told me what the verb was, bought. Okay, what has happened to it here?
what again?
So the verb is bought.
Yeah.
Mustafa bought some flour. But when we ask a question, the verb changes. How did it change?
Um. Um, because the question in happen now.
The question's still in the past tense, okay? But the past tense verb that we're using
Did
now is did. It's the auxiliary
yeah,
verb, okay? And the main verb, which is this one, bought, changes. It becomes the base form of the verb, what we call the infinitive form, Lubna. So the base form without any tense, okay? So did Mustafa buy some flour? Okay, we just changed
okay.
it. And if I answered that question, so did Mustafa buy some flour? Can you read it to me for me, Lubna?
Did Mustafa buy some flour?
Yes, Mustafa bought some flour. Okay, so when I
Yeah,
answer, I use the past tense form. But with the question, it changes to the base form, and the auxiliary verb is the one that carries the past tense.
we um, 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 when say did in a question,
Mhm.
the verb in answer in past.
Yes, exactly. That's right.
So,
Yeah, because in the answer, there's no auxiliary verb. You just have the main verb. It's carrying the weight. Okay.
yeah.
Can you add a question? Can you add a question word to this to make another question using the same question, but just add a question word like you did before when about Muhammad crying? So remember our question words are these ones.
Okay.
Okay. Can you add one of those? See, we added this one here. Why was Muhammad crying? Can you do the same here?
Maybe who Mustafa bought.
Who? Don't forget you need your auxiliary verb. Okay. So you can't, so you're asking a question, so you need to have the past tense is carried in the auxiliary verb, not in the main verb. So it's the same structure as this. Shall we ask Fozia to try one?
You could ask, where did Mustafa buy some flour?
Okay.
Where?
So can you see, Lubna, what Fozia does is she just puts the question word at the front, just like we did with Muhammad crying, okay? Where did Mustafa buy some flour? Okay, what one did I have? I put another question word. It doesn't matter which question word you use. When did Mustafa buy some flour? When did Mustafa buy some flour? Yesterday. Where did Mustafa buy some flour? In the market. Yeah? Are you there, Lubna?
Yeah, yeah.
Good. Okay, let's try some of these. Okay. Lubna, sorry, you're the only person here, so a lot of pressure is coming on. I'm sorry, but can you see this sentence here? I wrote this sentence, but it's all mixed up. All the words are mixed up. Can you tell me the order that the words should be in this sentence, Lubna?
What?
Yes.
المين verb.
Okay, no, sorry. This is not fair on Lubna, okay? I'm going to ask Fozia to do the first one, and then you'll do the second one, Lubna. Okay, so Fozia, can you unscramble this sentence so that the words are in the right order for me?
What time did you wake up today?
Okay, yes. What? Oh God, I forgot to put the day in. Sorry. What time did you wake up today? Okay. What time did you wake up? Do you see it, Lubna? Are you there, Lubna? Am I losing you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Okay.
Can you try and do the
Uh,
next one?
where go did yesterday?
Okay, not quite, because right at the front, before, remember here, okay, the auxiliary verb did comes before the main verb. When did Mustafa buy some flour? Okay, the auxiliary verb comes before the main verb, okay? And actually, it's like that for the one that Fozia does because the main verb is wake up, and she's put the auxiliary verb here. Okay, what about this one? So where, you're right, get the question word in first. What comes after the question word? Do you think? Lubna?
Um,
Yeah,
where
yes.
where where go yesterday?
Nearly, okay, not quite, okay, because you need to remember the auxiliary verb, okay? So here, where
No.
did you go yesterday? Where did you go yesterday? Here's the main verb. Here's the auxiliary verb. Where did you go yesterday? Do you want to try the last one? See, we're using don't forget we've got the verb to be here, so it's a bit different. Oh, she's gone.
Oh.
I've tried her patience so much
It's,
that she
it's
disappeared.
harder, I suppose, when there's just one person, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
I think that's true.
yeah.
Okay, hold on a sec. She'll probably be back, but I'm going to do, okay. So let me just follow that one up so that we finish that. Uh,
Yeah.
so we did the first one. What time did you wake up today? The second one,
Uh,
where did you go yesterday?
uh,
The last one,
yeah. What your um was job?
okay, nearly. Okay, but you need to remember your verb. Okay, what was your last job? What was your last job? Okay, the all important verb needs to be in there, and this is the verb to be here. Okay, so we don't need an
Okay.
auxiliary verb for it because it's the verb to be. Okay, now
Okay.
good. Let's just try. Can you see these questions here? None of these are quite right. Can you correct any of them for me? Fozia, can you correct one for me first? Can you correct the first one for me?
Where did you go yesterday?
Ah, yeah, thank you. Where did you go yesterday? It's just that the auxiliary verb needs to come first before the subject. Okay, where did you go yesterday? What about any of the other ones? Can you correct any of the other ones, Lubna?
Answer and or read.
Something is wrong with each of these questions. Can you tell me what is wrong?
Last question
Yeah.
is cross. It was.
Ah, what was your last
Mm.
job? Well done. Okay. Very nice. What about this one? No, let's try this one. Did you finish the report? What's
Did you
wrong?
fin- Did you finish the report?
Is this wrong or right?
Um, right.
Not quite. Remember what happens when you've got the past tense with another verb, not the verb to be. For any other verb, you use an auxiliary verb. Here is our auxiliary verb, and your main verb turns to the base form. So you don't need the past tense for the main verb. And the main verb in this sentence is this word, finished. So actually it should be, did you finish the report? Yeah, not finished. Did you finish the report? And the last one, why were you laughing? That's the verb to be again. And as you said, what was your last job? What was Okay, now, what I want to do now, before we finish, Lubna, is I'm sharing this because I want you to meet one person who on a little film, okay? And this person is called Barbara, and she is a civil engineer, okay? She is a civil engineer. We're going to listen to her talking, okay?
Okay.
Right, let me find her. Hold on, here she is. Okay. So,
Barbara, I work for environment agency and as engineer. Here I am the manager. So if
can you hear it okay, Lubna?
No,
You can't hear her talking.
the sound not clear.
It sounds too low, is it? Let me see if I can push it up at all. Let me just try once more.
flooded, we will go there, check where it's flooding, and we will try to improve the situation.
Did you hear that okay? No?
Okay.
Yeah, you can hear her.
Yeah.
Good, good. Okay, we'll just start again.
Management. So if a village in England
Sorry.
with me. In particular, I am looking at flood risk management. So if a village in England is flooded, we will go there, check where it's flooding, and we will try to improve the situation by building new defenses and improving the structure. My first project here is the little flood bank I did in a village nearby, which is now finished, and I'm really proud because it's first structure which I've done here in England, and just make me feel so proud that with the structure I protect people in the village. It's really encouraging, and it makes you feel like this is really useful what we are doing.
Okay, so I'll just stop sharing from here. So we saw a little bit of the film. Okay. Fozia,
Yes.
can you ask a question about Barbara? Ask me a question about Barbara and her, her profession.
What does Barbara do?
Okay, thank
What
you.
does Barbara
Okay.
do?
So,
Again, a question.
what does Barbara do? What does Barbara do? Lubna, do you know what she does?
Again,
What does Barbara do?
civil engineering.
Barbara is a civil engineer. Barbara is a civil engineer. Good. Lubna, can you ask a question? Another question about Barbara?
Um, um, when Barbara work,
When a time,
Barbara
yeah.
do.
What does Barbara do? We've had, okay. Fozzie has said, what does Barbara do? She's a civil engineer. You could ask, where Where does Barbara work? Where does she work?
Good.
Where? That's a location one. Okay.
Where? Yeah.
Where does she work? She works for the Environment Agency. Quite difficult. Environment Agency. Okay. Let's watch a little bit more and then we need to stop, but we'll just try one more. So we'll hear a bit more about Barbara, and then I want you to ask a question about her past, okay? Just coming. Let me find out. She here. Where is she? No, I've lost her. Sorry. Just coming. Do one more bit.
I went to school in Poland and to my university as well. I really enjoyed the social life in school, my friends and all new people meeting every year, really. We never had much money. So my parents always thought that education is the first thing to give to the kids. And they did, in a sense, they did encourage us to study further, not just finish school, but rather we just thought this all of us a better start in life.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
It was a pure civil industry.
So, Lubna, can you
Yeah.
ask a question about Barbara?
I cannot say.
Okay, I'll ask you one, okay? Where is Barbara from? Did you hear where she is from?
She from England.
She's actually from Poland. She is from Poland. Okay, so
England.
no, not England, Poland. It's another country in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then she talked a little bit more about her school and university. So what I think we'll do is if I can send you the film, then during the week you can listen some more to Barbara, and then we can have some questions and answers around her career as a civil engineer. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. We better finish there because it's after 6 now. And thank you for coming. And I better stop the recording.